Okay, I'm here with Triana and Ryan. How you guys doing?
I'm doing so good.
Okay, where are we currently right now?
So we're currently in Live Oak, right off of 17th Avenue, which is where me and Ryan live.
Okay, so we're blocks away.
Totally.
Yeah.
Me and Ryan, we've been friends for probably about the past 6-7 years. We've been in about, 5 different bands together?
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe 6?
Wait, you guys are walking too fast.
Oh,
I
sorry.
can only go backwards so long. Okay, so you guys have been friends for the Alec, but there's a lot more that you guys do together.
There's a lot more. We're neighbors, we're bandmates, we're besties. We actually, the music came first.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I remember the first time Tree came up to me, it was at Cabrillo College. And it was right after a Latin jazz performance with that class. And we just wrapped up, and Triana ran up to me and was like, "That was so good," like just so stoked. And yeah, shortly after that, we started our first band with a couple other guys from Cabrillo. Yeah.
The Cabrillo Jazz Program. So our first band was called Side Piece, which then turned into Wave File, and we have an album out on Spotify and everywhere you stream your music. And then actually, I did my first Indiegogo campaign about maybe 1.5, 2-ish years ago. And it was for an album that Ryan actually produced. So while being a super epic drummer, Ryan's also a really killer producer. So we have an album called Go All Night that with my videographer, Dane Allen, we've actually released videos to pretty much every single song on the album. There's also one of our videos that's featured on the event Santa Cruz YouTube, which is called Startin' Something, which you should go check out.
So, production. How did you get into production? I mean, okay, you're a drummer, but how did that translate?
So with drumming, I feel like a lot of the job is to be listening to all the other parts of the band already. So it was kind of like once COVID hit, I was fiending to play music, and there was no one to play music with. So I just started picking up other instruments and recording myself playing, and then just going back over, recording the next part, kind of jamming with myself. And yeah, that kind of turned into production, like making more beats and stuff, mixing, mastering. Yeah, big snowball.
Okay,
yeah, if y'all need any beats, you gotta just call up this guy.
here.
Let me know.
Okay, so the album comes out when?
So our album Go All Night is already out on all streaming platforms. However, we are in a band called Triana Feruza and the Heavy Hitters, and we're recording our first full live band album. It's a little bit more of a live studio album. And that's gonna be coming out on probably beginning of April.
Nice, cool. So what should we expect? Okay, actually, let's walk through this gas station. A little precarious, but what should we expect for the new album?
A lot of killer musicianship. We've got amazing harmonies. We've got really incredible parts worked out. It's just a bunch of music nerds jamming out on some neo soul, funk, hip hop amalgamation, and it's gonna be a fucking vibe. It's gonna be really fun, and I cannot wait to be able to share that part of my musical experience with everybody. How do you feel about it, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm stoked. Yeah, I feel like we really put our all into this one, and we're gonna really hit the mark.
I'm stoked.
Yeah.
I think that Santa Cruz has a lot of really incredible musicians that play a lot of live gigs that don't necessarily get the recognition or the spotlight that they should, and I'm pretty excited for this album because we're gonna market the heck out of it, and hopefully it's gonna blow up. So you gotta keep your ears tuned in because Triana Feruza and the Heavy Hitters are gonna hit hard in your neck of the woods.
Okay, so you're gonna hit hard, and you're gonna market the heck out of it, but are you nervous? When the day it drops, are you you know what, I know people are gonna like this, I'm not nervous at all, or okay, I hope it receives well? What do you think when that comes out?
I love my community here. I love living here. I love creating here. I hope to be able to keep doing so. And with this album being released, we're about to go on tour with it. And I love that this is the home base, and we're gonna throw a killer album release show. We're gonna have all of our friends there. Like, as a band, we're really like community oriented and community centric. And I'm stoked. I'm stoked for the album release party. I'm stoked for the tour. I'm stoked for it to finally be out so that all of my friends can listen to their favorite songs that they've heard at all the shows. Yeah. Finally, you know, we don't have to be there playing for them to go, what's that one song that you do about the girl? I want to hear it, but it's nowhere. And it will finally be somewhere. And that's like invigorating and quite refreshing, actually.
Okay, so what do you like the best though? Or maybe it's the whole ball of wax, is producing an album, being in the studio? Is it writing the songs? Is it on stage? Like, what is the pinnacle Triana moment?
I'm a stage girly.
Okay, that's what I think.
I want to be on stage jamming, but I think my other favorite part, I love being in the studio. I've personally never recorded an album the way that we recorded this one, where we were all tracking at the same time. So we were all, you know, in our individual like ISO kind of zones. And we were able to record all of the tracks simultaneously together, which gives it, you know, there's a certain magic to being in the same place at the same time, rocking the grooves, because we've been playing live together for about a year now, pretty consistently. And when we're rocking together, I don't know, I feel like that's my favorite part is that as an outfit, we're super tight, and the music, it feels good, it sounds good, and the way that we recorded it, I feel like really expresses that.
You know, I was thinking that as soon as, like, right before you said tight, I was thinking like, okay, I know you're like a super tight band, but also I feel like you also give yourself like moments to be a little bit more in the moment of expression.
Yeah.
Like, it's not always exactly like the album.
No.
Isn't it? Like, you're living in the moment of...
Totally,
like,
but also I feel like there's a lot of moments where like some of it will be just like the record because we've played the song so many times and we rehearse so consistently. But then some of it, when we do solos, everything gets to change, and there's like that level of spontaneity along with, you know, a well-oiled machine. And I feel like that's the magic right there. Is it's nice to have like a kind of roadmap, but then you get to make little side quests along the way sonically, and that's always a great time.
Okay, so one more big question, and then we're going to go to lightning round. Okay, so when you're on stage, what is like the audience? What should they expect? Like, you're playing Wharf Wednesdays tomorrow when we're writing this, and we're recording this. But like, what is when someone comes to a show? What should they expect?
What do you think, Ryan?
Yeah.
Oh man, they should expect a lot of fun, a lot of dancing, some great tunes coming from some somewhat okay people, you know. Yeah.
It's pretty high energy, isn't it?
It's going to be pretty high energy. There's going to be a lot of lyricism. I feel like the Santa Cruz scene, we used to have a much bigger hip hop scene than we do now, and I feel like it's starting to get reinvigorated right now. And that's kind of me and Ryan's background, is we do a lot of like funk, neo soul, hip hop. And we're gonna have, you know, Nima MC, Silva and Gold, Alwa Gordon come special guest with us tomorrow. And I'm stoked. I'm so excited to have that community engagement and to be able to call people up, you know, and to be able to have that live rendition of lyricism is just, it's near and dear to my heart. And I think everybody's gonna get down. So bring your boogie shoes. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, awesome. So we're gonna have an awesome time, and not just this show, but you know, like you said, you're going on tour soon.
We are.
And is that like after April, like after the album?
So it's going to be for spring break. The album's going to drop beginning of April, and then we hit the road on about April 5th.
Okay, cool. So you have probably a full schedule for the rest of the year. You're on tour. This is where the lightning round comes into play. You're on tour. Taco Bell or Del Taco?
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Okay. Do you got 90s or 80s music?
90s.
90s.
90s. Oh my goodness, you guys are too young. Favorite toy as a kid?
Ooh, G.I. Joe action figure.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
By far, Littlest Pet Shops.
That
That was my
Those are fire.
zone. I love those guys.
Littlest Pet Shop.
They've got their little bobbleheads and like the teeny tiny bodies.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Again, you guys are so much younger. It's a different generation.
I mean, I also did a lot of like, I liked being a cat. So I didn't really have like the toys. I was like in the woods being a cat.
Okay, let's talk about a pet. What's favorite pets?
Cats.
Fish.
Fish.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, you guys are like, that's kind of like a connection somewhat. Cat and fish, aren't they kind of like, I don't know.
Cats eat fish.
Cat eat
Yeah.
fish. Something.
Yeah.
There's something, yeah. I don't know. Is there some meaning behind that? I don't know.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
You got to come
On the
join our
show.
journey to find out.
Exactly.
Well, if there's anywhere that you'd see a cat and a fish combined, it's the sea lions at the wharf.
Yep, real talk.
Exactly. Okay, so, but we're recording live from Live Oak. But if they want to find out more about Triana and the Heavy Hitters, where do they go?
So if you want to look into Triana Feruza and the Heavy Hitters, you can look up Triana Feruza anywhere you stream your music, YouTube, Spotify, Tidal, etc. You can also find us on Instagram at Triana Feruza. That's TriannaFeruza. You can also find us on our website, trianaferuza.com.
Awesome. Love you guys.
Peace!
See you later.